Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm so excited to do. I'm going to be showing you how I got this New Year's Eve inspired look. I'm going to be doing a full face here on camera, focus kind of being on the eyes and this glitter liner look. I'm also really excited because this video is sponsored by Ulta Beauty. So that's really exciting for me. All the products that I'm going to be using on my face today can be found at Ulta Beauty, and of course everything will be linked in my description box that I'm using. A big thank you to Ulta Beauty for working with me on today's video. This is a really exciting one for me, so I wanted to do something a little bit outside of my comfort zone, a little bit outside of the box. I did a look like this earlier in the month on my YouTube channel, and I got a lot of really good feedback on it, so I thought I would share a tutorial showing you how I did this, and I thought it would be the perfect look for New Year's Eve with kind of the smoky eye and the glitter. So I'm really excited to do this video. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this New Year's Eve inspired look using all products that can be found at Ulta Beauty, why don't we go ahead and get started. Okay, so for this look I am going to start off with the eyes because we have a lot going on here, so I want to do the eyes, or at least start them before I go for my face. And I am going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry eyeshadow palette, which is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I'm first going to be coming in to the shade Fresh right here. I do have an eyelid primer down, so I'm just going to apply this shade all over my eyelid up to my brow bone. Next I'm going to be picking up the shade Twig right here in the second row, which is a really nice cool tone brown. I'm going to be using the brush from the Anastasia palette. I typically do like these brushes. And then I'm going to be working this on the outer part of the eye. So I'm first kind of tapping here on the outer part of the eye to really deposit the most amount of pigment. And then I'm also going to be blending that into the crease towards the inner part of the eye. And for the shape of this, since I'm going to be doing some glitter out here, I'm going to really be taking the shadows out here. And again, this is another reason why I am doing the eyes first before the face, because then we can clean up anything without worrying about already having our foundation down or our concealer. So I'm just going to take my time, build up that color, and build up the shape that I want for this eye look. Then to deepen up the look a little bit, I'm going to use Dystopian, and I'm just going to grab a really small brush for this since this is a pretty deep color. I'm going to take my time and pack this on the outer part of my eye, and then just kind of slightly blend it here into the center. I'm not going to take it too far in, and then I'm just going to work on building that up. And instead of going, too much too quickly and having a harder time blending it out, I'm just going to take my time adding it to the outer part of the eye and then making sure that it looks blended. Next I'm going to cut the crease, and the concealer that I'm going to be using to do that is from Makeup Revolution. It is the Conceal and Define Concealer. I have the concealer placed down. I'm just going to grab that small brush again and kind of tap over the edges here to make it look a little bit more blended. Coming back into the Sultry palette, I'm going to grab up the shade Pearl. I'm going to use a wet brush. Again, this is the brush that came with the palette. And then I'm going to pack that shade onto where I placed the concealer. Once I get to the area where we're mixing the two colors, I'm going to more kind of lightly pat over here to help give it a blend. But then I'm also going to blend it a little bit more with that small brush once I'm finished with the shade. So next up, I'm going to add the lines where I want to place the glitter. Like I said, I did this makeup look not too long ago. I was following in Nikki Tutorial's tutorial, and this was how she did it. So I'm kind of repeating those same steps. I'm just kind of making this my own tutorial, my own kind of style of makeup versus how Nikki Tutorials does hers, but I still want to follow this kind of guide that she did from that video. So I'm just taking a really small angled brush, and I'm grabbing that same Makeup Revolution concealer. I know that she used a cream shadow in her video, but I am going to continue on with what I did and use concealer. And then I am going to add a small wing on the outer part of the eye, then also put the concealer in the crease of my eye a little bit above the crease, and then that's where I'm going to add the glitter. Take the concealer up to where I placed that lighter shades where the shades kind of meet. That's as far as I'm going to place the concealer. That's as far as the glitter will go. But I'm kind of just trying to follow my crease. These aren't super precise. You know, this is a makeup look I haven't done a ton and I'm still practicing it, but I thought it would be really fun to share. And this is definitely what I want to be doing for New Year's Eve because I think it's a really fun, pretty look. It's just definitely a challenge to get it really precise. I think I'll get better as I practice more, but I also like having kind of this guide instead of just going right in with the glitter. I like having the guide a little bit more, so that is kind of where I'm placing the concealer. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in with a glitter. And the glitter liner that I'm using is the one from Urban Decay. This is in Glam Rock and it's a really beautiful silver glitter. I also like using these as glitter liners because you don't have to come in with another brush. You can just use the applicator on the glitter liner. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow those lines that I just made with my concealer and fill it in with the silver glitter. Definitely not super precise when applying the glitter as well. Again, it's just kind of like a guide for me, but sometimes I color outside the lines, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm going to pause on the eyes for right now and work on my face before I do like the lower lash line or anything like that. First up, I'm going to prime using the Flower Beauty In Your Prime. This is the Pore Minimizing Primer. It is one of my favorites. And again, since this is a New Year's Eve style look, I'm going to be really wanting to make sure that I'm using long-lasting products because a lot of times, I mean, you have to stay up till at least midnight until the ball drops. So you want to make sure that your makeup is very long wearing. One of my favorite long wear foundations is from Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. So I'm just going to be applying this to my face with my damp sponge. And this one is from L'Oreal. And one thing with the eyes too that I wanted to say, when I tried this makeup look out for the first time the other day, I was so unsure about it. You know, I started with my eyes and all of that, and I was like, I do not know if I'm going to love this look. And it's definitely, I think, one of those that really starts to come together once you get everything else. You know, you get your face makeup on, you know, maybe you get your mascara on or your false lashes, something like that, then it all starts to come together. Because I remember doing it the other week and just thinking like, oh no, I don't know if I like this. And then once it all comes together towards the end, you're like, oh, okay, thank goodness. I think I have a lot of makeup looks that are like that, especially ones that are a little bit more outside the box. For concealer, one of my favorite full coverage, long-lasting concealers is from the Ulta Beauty line. This is their full coverage liquid concealer. It is also waterproof, which is great, but it is very long wearing and it's also very full coverage. So I think it would be perfect for this makeup look. It's also very affordable, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some here on the under eyes. And with this concealer, since it is more full coverage, what I like to do is apply it first under one under eye, and then I'm going to come in and blend it out, and then I will go ahead and do the same on the other eye. And then I do want to set both the concealer and my face makeup as well. One of my favorite powders for both of these tasks really is the Covergirl Healthy Vitalist powder. I've raved about this powder on my channel. I think it is really good. So first I'm just going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to tap that on my under eyes to keep the concealer in place and from creasing. And then I'm just going to grab a larger fluffy brush and run that all over my face to set the foundation. For my bronzer and blush, I'm going to be coming into the Toasted Cashmere face palette from Ofra Cosmetics. This is another favorite face palette of mine. And I'm first going to be grabbing the bronzer. I'm just going to go ahead and bronze, and I'm also going to add a little bit of this to my forehead as well. And also adding some of the blush from the Toasted Cashmere palette. There's a really beautiful sheen to it. And both of these face products in here I feel like are very long wearing as well from Ofra. I did go ahead and fill in my brows off camera with the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and then I am going to finish off the eyes. So first, to line the waterline, I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil, and this is in 0. I'm going to use this on the waterline, and then I'm also going to use it to tightline since I am going to be doing false lashes. Going back into the Sultry palette, I'm just going to be mixing a bit of the two matte brown shades that I used on the lid, and I'm going to be running those onto the lower lash line with a pencil brush. I'm going to add some mascara to prep for the false lashes. This mascara that I'm going to be using is from Flower Beauty, and it is the Warrior Mascara. The lashes that I'm going to be using are new favorites of mine. These are from House of Lashes. These are the iconic light lashes. I've been so excited to see House of Lashes now sold at Ulta Beauty, and I have been continually reaching for my House of Lashes iconic lights. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop these on. Alrighty, so after I have the lashes on, I'm going to come back in and pick up the Pearl shade from the Sultry Palette, and I'm just going to pop that right into the inner corner to complete the eye look. Finish off the face, we of course have to highlight. I'm going to be using the new highlighter from the Too Faced and the Pretty Rich collection. These are the Diamond Light Diamond Fire highlighters, and this one is in a fancy pink diamond. So when you open the box, you then have a little box here, and then inside is the highlighters. I'm going to be using the fancy pink diamond highlighter, and I'm also going to be using the highlighting brush that is also in the Pretty Rich collection. And I'm just going to go ahead and add that to the cheekbones. For lips, I'm going to go with something nude and also something glossy and sparkly for New Year's Eve. So for my lip color, I'm going to be coming in with MAC HoneyLove. It's one of my favorite nudes. To give us the sparkle, I'm going to be coming in with the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie Over the Top Lip Gloss and applying that right over the HoneyLove shade. So this is the final look of my New Year's Eve inspired makeup tutorial using all products that can be found at Ulta Beauty. Again, a big thank you to Ulta Beauty for working with me on today's video. This one was really exciting for me. Thank you guys for the continued support. I hope that you have an amazing and safe New Year's Eve, whatever it is that you decide to do. I cannot wait to see what 2019 has in store for me. I always get so excited for the new year, new opportunities, new beginnings, and I'm wishing you and yours a very safe and happy 2019. Again, all the products that I use will be listed in the description box down below in case you're interested in anything. I would love to know your thoughts on today's makeup look. Make sure to leave me a comment, but other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.